in the history of the Fourth Republic in the first 90 days in office. We'll hold a national economic dialogue to discuss the true state of the economy and prepare a homegrown fiscal consolidation program to guide the budget. Number 5, we'll commence the drafting of needed legal amendments and preparation for the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy under the office of the President. Number 6, we will establish an accelerated export development council, which I will personally chair, to promote exports as part of a broader strategy for economic transformation. Number 7, we'll convene a national consultative conference on education with CHAS, NAGRAT, NAT, CCT, NAPS, SETAG, Vice Chancellors Ghana, PRINCOF, TEWU, UTAG, PTAs, students, think tanks, academia, parents, and other stakeholders to build consensus on the improvement of our education sector, including the free SHS. Number 8, we'll scrap the following draconian taxes to alleviate hardship and ease the high cost of doing business in our first 90 days in office. 1, e-levy. 2, COVID levy. 3, betting tax. 4, emissions levy. And we'll review taxes and levies on vehicles and equipment imported into the country for industrial and agricultural purposes. 9, we'll introduce the no academic fee stress policy for all first-year students in public tertiary educational institutions, in universities, in technical universities, in polytechnics, colleges of education, nursing training institutions, under our no fee stress initiative. We will budget for this, and the money will be given to the Student Loan Trust. It will register all the level 100 students, and it will pay the money to their universities on their behalf so that they don't have to go and pay anything. It will be a grant. It's not be a loan. It will be a grant, so they don't have to pay for it. 10, we'll introduce the following social intervention policies. 1, free tertiary education for persons with disability. The Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund, which will be a fund that will help the treatment of kidney ailments, hypertension, heart disease, high blood pressure, and all those kinds of things. We'll commence within 120 days the distribution of free sanitary pads to female students in basic and secondary schools. 11, we will institute inquiries or forensic audits into the following matters of public interest. 1, NPP's collapse of indigenous Ghanaian banks and financial institutions at a supposed cost of 25 billion Ghana cedis. We'll institute an audit into the illegal printing of money by the Bank of Ghana to finance the corrupt Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration. We'll investigate the 58 million National Cathedral scandal. We'll investigate the COVID-19 expenditure scandal. We'll investigate corruption scandals including the PDS, Ejapa, SML, ambulance spare parts, 13th All-African Games, SkyTrain, Kwalugu Dam, mass sets, Galamsey fraud, missing excavators, missing tricycles, illegal and inflated single source contracts, bus scandals, and many others. We institute a government policy banning all political appointees and politically exposed persons from buying any state assets. We allocate seed money within 120 days for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank to support women-owned and women-led businesses. We will launch the following priority job creation programs in the budget. The first is Ejumawura, that is the entrepreneurial project to promote 10,000 young entrepreneurs and mentor them. The 1 Million Coders program will roll out a Made in Ghana agenda to promote the production and consumption of locally produced goods, particularly through leveraging of government spending power. 15. We'll review the Customs Amendment Act 2020 to scrap the law banning the importation of salvage vehicles, to rescue the local automotive industry in Swami Magazine, Konkompe, Aboso Okai, and all others. 16. We will lay before Parliament a new bill to usher in a new era of government scholarship administration, which will, among others, prohibit political appointees from accessing government scholarships and eliminate political patronage, cronyism, nepotism, and corruption in the award of government scholarships. We will make the scholarships process transparent, publish the names of everybody who is given a scholarship so that the whole country will know who are getting those scholarships. 17. We will aggressively confront that's number 3. Number 3 is not a small position. We will aggressively confront the illegal mining menace and place a ban on illegal and new mining activities in forest reserve, and roll out our Tree for Life and Blue Water initiative to heal and sustainably harness the environment by turning areas and water bodies degraded by illegal mining into economic and ecological recovery hubs. 18. We will launch the Black Star Experience. Unfortunately, the paper on creative industry couldn't be read because we've run out of time. But in there's what we call the Black Star Experience. It's our major creative industry and tourism initiative. So the Black Star Experience will be launched. It's an initiative as Ghana's flagship culture, arts, creative industry and tourism brand to transform Ghana into a preferred hub for creative industry and tourism. 19. We will commence investigative processes to purge state security agencies of all militia and vigilante elements who are causing havoc in our country. 20. We will reopen investigations into major unresolved criminal cases, including the 2020 election killings, Ayawaso West Wagomba election violence, murder of Ahmed Swale and Silas Wulo Chame. 21. Will initiate a probe into the man-made disaster caused by the VRA spillage from the Akosombo and Kon dams that displaced and destroyed the livelihoods of thousands of citizens in the Volta region. And we will take immediate steps to provide compensation for the victims, including those in the lower Volta, those in Oti, those in Bono East, those in the Savannah regions, and other areas that were affected by the flooding. Ezu will carry out a shake-up. Of all loss-making SOEs and realign them to break even and transition into profit-making. This is a social contract with the people. A lot of people ask me, you're going to find an economy in a mess. How are you going to handle all this? We're going to realign our expenditure. We're going to cut out waste. We'll realign the budget so that we can create more fiscal space in order to finance these projects. We're going to use innovative methods to raise the resources so that we can finance these programs. We're going to prioritize, strictly prioritize, and select the most important projects that will create immediate benefits for the people of Ghana. We're going to put our money where our mouths are. That is what a new NDC government is going to do. Ezu, iya maza the matter, danwaina, nago de kore. Ezu, manya munache, one day I got a maka soyeya, ya kamada ke maka got a mashi soyeya. Ezu, don't you know for the way so me sonka. Yanda zongoni suka gwara muna soyeya, inshallah. Ale babu karfi, e bamu iko, muma mugwara musu soyeya hakala. Ezu, don shi ne keni na sadiki afade, we inshallah, muka zo, muduka mun sani kaman zuwa Mecca ya zama one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Amma yau saboda kudin da ya kamata a biya a je Mecca, mutanenmu, iyayenmu, maza da mata da yawansu sun yi niyya su je Mecca amma ba su iya. Idan Allah ya ba mu mulki, muka zo za mu rage kudin Mecca ne, kowa da ya yi niyyar shi ya samu ya je. karshen mangana na mun sani watan Ramadan in za a yi azumi ana duba watanni kamun a fara Ramadan. In za a kwance azumi ana duba ni a gani wata tukun kwance. Don shi kowane lokaci ya zo a yi kaman waranga sun ci sallah yau, gobe waranga kuma su ci sallah. Don shi abinda za mu yi mu kawo zaman lafiya, kowa ya ji dadin sallah, za mu kara za mu kara ranar hutawa guda, shine ana turawa na cira holiday, za mu kara guda a kan Idul Fitr. Don shi in wayan ga sun kwance yau sun ci sallah yau, waɗanda sun kwance gobe su ma su samu su ci sallansu. Yau dai Hausan Kano na ya zo sosai ba wasa ba. At this juncture, I want to invite my running mate, Professor Jenano Pokwajima, our national chairman, General Mosquito Johnson Asiedu Ketia, our general secretary, Fifi Abekwete, and our minority leader, the Honorable Ato Kesel Person, to all join me up here so that we can launch the manifesto. Yeah. Where's the parliamentary candidate for Winneba? Join us up here. We are launching 2 versions of the manifesto today. The manifesto itself and then the Braille version for the visually impaired. We are launching both today. So on behalf of the good people of Ghana, the national executives, the rank and file of the National Democratic Congress, and the youth and women of Ghana, I have the honor and privilege to launch the 2024 Resetting Ghana for Jobs, Accountability and Prosperity Manifesto today. I consider it duly launched.